Hello, I'm Trivia Master 1. Watch the video. 15 strange facts about our world that you had no idea about. Can you imagine shaving a tiger? Dangerous, but hypothetically intriguing, isn't it? If you are courageous enough to get that close, you'd be in for a surprise. Their skin, underneath that beautifully striped coat, is striped too. But wait, before you start dreaming about crafting the perfect look for Mr. Tiger, let me tell you it's seriously not recommended. Let's take a moment to appreciate the magnificence of these creatures. Tigers are awe-inspiring. Their majestic stature, their alluring beauty, their enthralling power, that signature striped coat, it's captivating, right? But here's the kicker. Their stripes are not a mere superficial feature. Might think that their stripes are a pattern limited to their furry exteriors, but that's not the case. The striping runs deep, it's etched into their skin. Yes, you heard it correctly. If you were audacious enough to give a tiger a close shave, a stunt which I strongly advise against, you'd find that their skin underneath is striped just the same. A crazy revelation, isn't it? There you are, razor in hand, attempting to give Mr. Tiger a sleek style, and what do you find? A pattern of stripes. But beware, those aren't lines of joy. They would be extremely displeased with your intrusive grooming attempts. So if you're dreaming of a pet grooming career, consider this as a word of caution. So next time you're considering a pet grooming career, maybe skip the tiger shaving part. Ever seen a gym in the forest? Well, it seems mice have. Place a hamster wheel amidst the foliage and these miniature mammals will flock to it, eager for a run. Astonishing, isn't it? These tiny fur-coated creatures demonstrating an interest in fitness that could outshine the most committed human fitness enthusiasts. Now imagine this, a mouse in its minuscule mouse-sized athletic gear stepping onto the wheel. It starts off with a few paced rotations, a warm-up of sorts, before launching into a full-blown sprint. This spectacle, in essence, mirrors an intense Zumba workout in a forest setting, with the exception of blasting music and an overzealous instructor. And if you think the action ends on the wheel, you're mistaken. The post-workout banter is just as interesting. Picture them engaged in chatter about their workout stats. Did you catch my speed on the wheel today, Jerry? I'm telling you, these acorns are superfoods. You can't help but find it amusing. But who are we to judge? As humans, we have our own fitness paraphernalia. Treadmills, spin bikes, weights. Mice, as we've just discovered, they're hamster wheels. Whoever thought mice would be fitness conscious? They might even start demanding tiny sweatbands soon. Forgot your umbrella? You might think it's your memory's fault, but the blame falls elsewhere. Yes, it's your nose, the misunderstood sensory expert. It's a fascinating fact that we humans have a 4 times stronger ability to sense rain than sharks do to detect blood in water. Sounds surprising, isn't it? Our noses possess a unique inherent ability to act as personalized weather stations, constantly alert and ready to sniff out any signs of a nearing rainfall. Sharks, on the other hand, are excellent at sensing blood in their watery environment, but in the matter of weather prediction, they lag far behind. So, if you're caught thinking that a shark-like jaws might offer some help against an unexpected rain shower, you are unfortunately mistaken. Many of us have been there, drenched and miserable, wishing we had remembered to bring along an umbrella. The natural reaction is to berate ourselves for forgetting, but you'll be surprised to know that it's not your memory that failed you. It was your nose that knew rain was imminent. It was there, trying to warn you, but alas, you didn't pay heed. You shrugged off your nose's meteorological foresight and walked right into the rainstorm. The takeaway? Have faith in your nose. It's more than a mere facial feature. It is a reliable weather predictor, almost like a built-in weather app. So next time, trust your nose. It's practically a weather app. Scotland's national animal is the unicorn. Not a hallucination, but a deep-rooted fascination for the mythical. Before you rush to purchase tickets to Scotland to observe this mythical creature in the wild, let's clarify some misconceptions. The unicorn isn't a physical entity but a symbol, a magnificent emblem of power and purity elected by the Scottish as their representation. You might ask, why not a tangible creature like a stag or Highland cow? Well, isn't it more intriguing to have a mythical creature instead? Scotland is a land steeped in legends where the abnormal is mundane. Why should they choose a non-supernatural commonplace creature when they could have a mythical one-horned equine beast that represents all things virtuous? Having Loch Ness Monster as a neighbor, a unicorn doesn't seem that irrational. This is Scotland, a place where the extraordinary is embraced wholeheartedly. It's an enchanting land filled with legends, and the unicorn, as a symbol, encapsulates the essence of this magical place. I guess when you have Loch Ness Monster as a neighbor, a unicorn doesn't seem that far-fetched. Broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts are basically the same plant. It's like they're playing dress-up. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, picture yourself at the grocery store standing before the produce aisle. There's broccoli, sporting its green attire, cauliflower in a white outfit, and kale with its curly fringe. Cabbage with its rounded layers and Brussels sprouts, the tiny look-alikes of cabbage, join this unique lineup. It's a veritable fashion parade of the vegetable world. And the common thread? They're all alternate versions of the same plant, the wild cabbage. It's as the wild cabbage is having an identity crisis, morphing into different roles. Broccoli at dawn, kale at dusk, one day it's Brussels sprouts, the next it's transforming into cauliflower. Quite the adaptable wardrobe, wouldn't you say? So, the next time you find yourself enjoying your greens, remember, you're essentially savoring multiple versions of the wild cabbage's alter egos. It's like wild cabbage is the Clark Kent of the vegetable world, transforming into different superheroes. The vegetable world is far more intriguing than you imagined, isn't it? Who knew the vegetable world had its own Clark Kent and Superman situation? Sharks are older than trees. Yes, they've been around since before oxygen became a part of the Earth's atmosphere. Imagine that, a time when trees were still trying to understand photosynthesis, while sharks were already mastering the art of hunting. Picture this, a prehistoric shark, just chilling in the ocean when suddenly, a tree sprouts on land. The shark probably thought, interesting, that's wood, fascinating. Sharks have seen trends in evolution come and go. They observed dinosaurs rise and fall, witnessed mammals transition from tiny furry creatures to being us, humans. They've seen the rise and fall of many civilizations, witnessed significant inventions such as the wheel and the birth of the internet, and what have trees done in this span? They've grown, then fallen, then grown again. Meanwhile, sharks have survived, adapted, and thrived. They've seen the earth change in ways we can only imagine. They've seen parts of history we only read about. They've seen more years than any living creature on earth. So the next time you admire a tree, remember there's a shark out there that's seen more years than it. In Germany, causing a nuclear explosion can land you in jail for 10 years. Sounds shocking? But it's true. Setting off a nuke is considered only a decade's worth of trouble there. Now, a nuclear blast isn't a typical bucket list item, but just imagine, a mushroom cloud, ground quaking, and the eerie radiance of fallout. Quite an experience, right? But in Germany, this scenario doesn't bode well for you. They have strict laws against nuclear explosions, considering them a grave offense. So grave, in fact, that they've assigned a punishment of sorts, a 10-year prison sentence. Yes, you heard right, 10 years. That's a lot of sausages and sauerkraut indeed. You might expect a more severe penalty for causing a nuclear apocalypse, don't you think? But in Germany, it's just a decade. Possibly it's their unique way of saying, enough excitement, now go sit in the corner and ponder your actions. So if you've a nuclear explosion in your plans, Germany isn't the place for it. Or consider this advice, don't do it at all. That's all for today, folks. We've journeyed through the secret stripes of tigers, the wild lives of hamsters, the mystical unicorns of Scotland, and the timeless sharks. We've delved into the many faces of cabbage, marveled at human rain detectors, and even learned about Germany's unique nuclear punishment. If these bizarre facts have tickled your curiosity, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more mind-boggling content. Leave a comment below and let us know which fact blew your mind the most. Was it the nuclear punishment or perhaps the human rain detectors? We're eager to know. Stay tuned for more amazing, weird, and wonderful videos from the corners of our strange world. Until then, keep your curiosity alive and keep exploring. See you in the next video.